So in the last class we have discussed zero order reactions. What is a zero order reaction? A reaction whose rate is independent of the concentration of reactants, or the reaction whose rate is directly proportional to 0th power of the concentration of the reactant is called a zero order reaction. Coming to, for example, R gives P. Let R gives P is a zero order reaction. Then what is the rate expression for this reaction? So rate expression minus dR divided by dt equals K into concentration of R to the power of 0. So if the rate of reaction is directly proportional to 0th power of concentration of reactant, it is called a zero order reaction. For a zero order reaction, this is the rate expression. This is also called as differential rate equation. Differential rate equation. So then we have derived an expression for rate constant of a zero order reaction, that is K equals R naught in square bracket minus R in square bracket divided by T. So what is this rate? This is called integrated rate expression. Integrated rate expression, or expression for rate constant of a zero order reaction. Here K is the rate constant, R0 in square bracket is the initial concentration of the reactant R, and R in square bracket is the concentration of the reactant at any time T. So then coming to the unit of zero order, rate constant is equal to mole liter minus 1 second minus 1. And using this equation, we can write an expression for a straight line. Expression for a straight line is R equals minus KT plus R naught. R equals minus KT plus R naught. This is the integrated rate equation in the form of a straight line. So if you plot R, concentration of reactant versus time, you will get a straight line. The intercept gives R naught and the slope equals minus K with negative slope. So these are all the information regarding zero order reaction. Now we will study half-life period. What is half-life period of a reaction? Half-life period of a reaction. So it is represented as T off. So what is the definition? The time in which the concentration of the reactant, reduced to half of its initial value. The time in which the concentration of the reactant reduced to half of its initial value is called half-life period. Half-life period, and it is denoted as T of denoted as T of. That is, for example, this is a reaction. R gives P. When T equals 0, let 1 mole is the initial concentration of the reactant. So the time required for this concentration to reduce us to its half value. 1 mole half value means half mole. So what is the time required? That is half-life period. The time in which the concentration of the reactant reduces to half its initial value. The time in which the concentration of the reactant reduces to half of its initial value is called half-life period. That is, when T equals T of what is concentration of the reactant is equal to R naught by 2. So this is the meaning of the definition. When the time is half-life period, the concentration of the reactant is equal to half of its initial value. That is the definition. The time in which the concentration of the reactant reduces to half its initial value is called half-life period, denoted as T of. That means when T is equal to T of, when time is equal to half-life period, the concentration of the reactant reduces to half its initial value. What is R naught? R naught is the initial concentration and R is the concentration of the reactant at time T of. So now the definition is also important. Now we have to show that for a first order reaction, show that half-life period for a zero order reaction. Show that half-life period for a zero order reaction is directly proportional to the initial concentration of the reactant that is T of is directly proportional to R naught. So we have to show that half-life period, this is for a zero order reaction. So how to show this one? So we know for a zero order reaction, what is the value of K? K equals, what is the expression for K? R naught minus R divided by T. So this is an expression for rate constant for a zero order reaction. So now by definition we know when T equals T of, when time is equal to half-life period, then what is the concentration of the reactant? R is equal to R naught divided by 2. This is by definition. When time is equal to half-life period, the concentration of the reactant is equal to half of its initial value. So substituting the value of T as T of and R as R naught by 2 in the above equation 1, we get K equals R naught minus R equals R naught divided by 2. So T K into T. So here what is T equals? T of. So K into T of is equal to R naught minus R naught by 2 is equal to what? R naught minus R naught by 2 is equal to R naught divided by 2. Then what is T of? T of is equal to R naught divided by 2 into K. So this is the expression for T of. So T of half-life period for a zero order reaction is equal to what? R naught in square bracket divided by 2K. What is R naught in square bracket? R naught in square bracket is equal to initial concentration of the reactant, and K is equal to rate constant for a zero order reaction. So what this indicates that T of is equal to R naught divided by 2 Tk, or T of is proportional to R naught. So half-life period for a first zero order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration of the reactant. So this is very important. So we have to define what is half-life period for a zero order reaction. According to definition, when time is equal to T of, the concentration of reactant is half of its initial value, where R naught is the initial concentration. So then this is also very important. Show that for a zero order reaction, half-life period is directly proportional to its initial concentration, that is T of is proportional to R naught. For that one, you have to write the integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. So when T is equal to T of, R is equal to R naught by 2 by definition, substituting the value of R and T, we will get this equation. On simplifying, we will get T of is proportional to R naught. So we have studied a zero order reaction. Now we will study what is a first order reaction. What is the definition of first order reaction? The reaction in which the rate is directly proportional to the first power of the concentration of the reactant is called a first order reaction. A reaction in which the rate is directly proportional to the first power of the concentration of the reactant is called a first order reaction. That is, for a first order reaction, R gives P, rate expression. What is rate expression? Minus dr divided by dt equals K into concentration of R to the power of 1. So this is the rate expression for a first order reaction. For zero order reaction, K into R to the power of 0 is for zero order reaction. Coming to the examples for first order reactions. Example, decomposition of N2O5, that is nitrogen pentoxide. Decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide. So what is the reaction? 2N2O5 dissociates to give N2O4 plus O2. So here, what is molecularity of this reaction? Molecularity is equal to 2 because 2 molecules of reactants are taking part. Then what is the order? Then what is the rate expression? rate expression, that is minus dr by dt equals K into concentration of N2O5 to the power of 1. Therefore, order is equal to 1 because order is an experimental quantity. The exponents of the concentration terms in the rate expression indicates order. So, for this reaction, molecularity is equal to 2 and order is equal to 1. Second one, decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. What is the formula of hydrogen peroxide? H2O2. So 2H2O2 gives 2H2O plus O2. So this is the reaction. What is the molecularity? Molecularity of the reaction is also equal to 2 because 2 molecules of reactants are taking part. Then what is the rate expression? Rate expression. This rate expression is determined by the experiment, that is minus dr divided by dt is equal to K into concentration of H2O2 to the power of 1. Therefore, order of this reaction is equal to 1. Since the order of these reactions equal to 1, they are called first order reactions. First order reaction. I will give you another example. Third one, decomposition of nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. So it is N2O, nitrous oxide. 2N2O gives 2N2 plus O2. So here also molecularity equals 2. Molecularity equals 2 because 2 molecules of reactants are taking part. And then order. What is rate expression? Rate expression minus dr divided by dt equals K into concentration of N2O to the power of 1. Therefore, order equals 1. All these reactions of Mandra. So, this is very important. I have defined what is a first order reaction, what are the examples for first order reaction, and then derive integrated rate expression or expression for rate constant for a first order reaction. This is also very important. So, how to start with? Let us consider a first order reaction. Let us consider a first order reaction of the type R gives P. Here what is R? R is the reactant, P is the product. Let R naught in square bracket is the initial concentration of the reactant. Initial concentration means to begin with. What is the concentration of the reactant? It is R naught in square bracket is the initial concentration of the reactant, and R in square bracket is the remaining concentration of the reactant after time t. So, beginning to start with the concentration of the reactant is, let it be R naught in square bracket, and when the reaction is proceed, time goes on, at any time t, the remaining concentration of the reactant is R in square bracket. Then according to the rate law for first order reaction, according to the rate law for first order reaction, what is rate? Rate is proportional to concentration of R to the power of 1. Since it is a first order reaction, rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactant to the power of 1. Then what is rate is equal to K into concentration of R to the power of 1. Here K equals rate constant for a first order reaction. Rate constant for a first order reaction, and rate is equal to minus dr divided by dt I can write. Therefore, minus dr divided by dt is equal to K into concentration of R to the power of 1. This is called differential rate equation. Differential rate equation. And then rearranging. So what equation we have got? Minus dr divided by dt is equal to K into concentration R to the power of 1. Rearrange ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ dr divided by R is equal to minus K into dt. So this is rearranging. So when you rearrange this equation, you will get this equation. Integrating integral of dr divided by R. D concentration of R divided by R is equal to minus K into integral of dt. So then you have to, on integration you will get this answer. Integral of dr by R is equal to log R. It is written as ln means log R is equal to minus K plus dt means t plus I. This is equation 1, where I is the integration constant. Where I is the integration constant. So I have to determine the value of I. How to determine the value of I? When t equals 0, when time is equal to 0, concentration of R is equal to R naught. So when time t is equal to 0, the concentration of the reactant is its initial concentration, that is R naught. So substituting the value of t equals 0 and R is equal to R naught, we get I is equal to log R naught. So when t equals 0, R equals R naught, t becomes 0, I becomes log R naught. So substituting the value of I in I equals log R naught in equation 1, we get log R equals minus K into T plus log R naught. Log R naught. So then KT e kadake tagobani. K into T equals log R naught minus log R. So then what is log R naught minus log R is equal to log, so T ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 1 over T log R naught divided by log R. So this is K. So this log is to the base E. To convert it into base 10, we have to multiply it with 2.303. K is equal to 2.303 divided by T. Now you have to write log log R naught divided by R. So this is the integrated rate equation. K equals 2.303 by T log R0 in square bracket divided by R. So this is how we can derive integrated rate equation. So here what is R naught in square bracket equals initial concentration of the reactant. R in square bracket equals concentration of the reactant at any time t. So this is the integrated rate equation. So I think you have understood this is the first order reaction. Similar to zero order reaction, R naught is the initial concentration of the reactant and R is the remaining concentration. Then according to rate law for first order reaction, rate of this reaction is directly proportional to concentration of R to the power of 1 because it is a first order reaction. So rate proportionality sign ತೆಗೆದು K introduce ಮಾಡಿ R to the power of 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ where K is rate constant and then rate equals minus dr by dt ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Minus dr by dt is equal to K into R to the power of minus 1. So this equation is called differential rate equation. Rearranging this equation, minus e kade ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ, dr over R is equal to minus K into dt ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Integrating ಮಾಡಿದರೆ integral of dr by R equals minus K into integral of dt. So the value of this one is log R is equal to minus KT plus I, where I is the integration constant. To determine the value of integration constant, you do like this. When time is equal to 0, concentration of the reactant R is equal to R0. Substituting the value of T equals 0 and R is equal to R0, we get the value of I is equal to log R0. So substituting the value of I equals log R0 in this equation, we will get log R is equal to minus KT plus log R0, or KT equals log R0 minus log R. K is equal to 1 over T log to the base E R0 by R in this one. To convert it into the base 10 log log, it should be multiplied with 2.303. Therefore K equals 2.303 by T log to the base 10 of R0 by R. So this equation is the integrated rate equation. So here what is the unit of K? So unit of K for first order reaction. Unit of K for first order reaction. Concentration cancels. What is the remaining? T in the denominator. Therefore unit of K equals time inverse or second inverse. So next, graphical representation of integrated rate equation for a first order reaction. So similar to zero order reaction, we can also represent graphically the integrated rate equation. So what is the integrated rate equation for first order? For a first order reaction, what is K equals 2.303 by T log of R0 divided by R. So this is the integrated rate equation. So in the form of straight line, so I can simplify this one. So according to this equation, log R is equal to minus KT plus log R naught. So rearranging, we can write log R equals minus KT plus log R0 according to this equation. So this is in the form of an expression for a straight line. So this equation is in the form of y equals mx plus c, an expression for a straight line. An expression for a straight line. Therefore, the plot of log R versus time is a straight line with a negative slope, equals minus k, and intercept equals log R0. Intercept equals log R0. So that is the plot of log R, log of concentration R divided by T is a straight line with negative slope. What is this intercept equals? This is log R0, then slope equals minus k. So this is for first order reaction. Log R versus T. Intercept is log R naught and slope is equal to minus k. For zero order reaction, R versus T, intercept is R naught and slope is equal to minus k. So this is how we can correlate between zero order reaction and first order reaction. So this is an integrated rate equation for first order reaction. Expression for straight line, integrated equation in the form of straight line. The plot of log R versus T is a straight line with negative slope. Slope is equal to minus k and intercept is equal to log R naught. So next, this is also very important. Derivation of an expression for rate constant for a first order reaction is important. Then show that for a first order reaction, the half-life period is independent of initial concentration of the reactant. This is also very important. So what we have showed for zero order reaction, we have showed that half-life period for a zero order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration. For first order reaction, T of is independent of initial concentration of the reactant. So for a first order reaction, what is the expression for K? Rate constant is equal to 2.303 by T log of R0 divided by R, where R0 is the initial concentration and R is the concentration of the reactant at any time T. So by definition, we know when T equals T of, when time is equal to half-life period, then concentration of the reactant R is equal to R naught divided by 2. This is the definition of half-life period. So when T is equal to T of, concentration of the reactant at T of is half of its initial concentration. Substituting the value of T and R in the above equation, so K equals substituting 2.303 divided by T of log of R0 divided by R equals R naught by 2. R naught divided by 2. So then K equals 2.303 divided by T of log of R0 get cancelled, 2 goes to numerator, log 2. So T of equals 2.303 divided by K into log 2. What is the value of logarithm of 2 equals 0.3010. So 0.3010. So on multiplying, T of equals 0.693 divided by K. So this is an expression for T of a first order reaction. So this equation does not contain any concentration terms. Therefore, we can say that T of for a first order reaction is independent of initial concentration, or T of for a first order reaction is always constant. So this shows that T of for a first order reaction is independent of initial concentration. Since this equation does not contain R naught term, it is independent of initial concentration, or T of is equal to constant. So for a first order reaction, T of is constant. So let us see the examples. So example number 1, or it may be called as problem. In a zero order reaction, the time taken to reduce the concentration of the reactant. In a zero order reaction, the time taken to reduce the concentration of the reactant from 100% to 50% is 40 seconds. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. First off, what is the time required? What is the time required to reduce the concentration of the reactant from 25% to 12.5%. So you have to observe what is the order of the reaction? Zero order reaction. So zero order reaction, in a zero order reaction, half-life period is directly proportional to what? Directly proportional to initial concentration. So answer, in a zero order reaction, T of half-life period is directly proportional to what? Initial concentration. So in the problem, 100% is converted into 50% in which, how many minutes? 40 minutes. So then 50% is converted into 25% in how many minutes? So in 20 minutes. If the concentration decreases, half-life period also decreases. 100 to 50, 40 minutes. 50 to 25, 20 minutes. Then 25 minutes, 25% to 12.5%, how many minutes? It takes 10 minutes. So since half-life period is directly proportional to initial concentration, as the initial concentration decreases, half-life period also decreases. So hence the time required to reduce the concentration from 25% to 12.5% is 10 minutes. So I will give you another problem. For a first order reaction, the time taken to reduce the concentration of the reactant from 100% to 50% is 40 minutes. What is the time required to reduce the concentration of the reactant from 25% to 12.5%. So for a first order reaction, T of is independent of initial concentration. T of is independent of initial concentration, or T of is constant. So this you have to bear in your mind. For zero order reaction, T of is directly proportional to initial concentration. For first order reaction, T of is independent of initial concentration, or T of is constant. So 100% is reduced to 50%, 50% is reduced to 25%, and 25% is reduced to 12.5%. What is the time taken here? 40 minutes. So 50% to 25%, since it is a first order reaction, T of is constant. So T T of is 40 minutes in all the time. Since it is independent of initial concentration, T of is constant. So you have to write, therefore, the time taken to reduce the concentration from 25% to 12.5% is 40 minutes only. 40 minutes only.